Welcome to my first monthly plan with me in 2026. January is a time for rest, renewal, and intentional action. Welcome back. My name is Marissa, your multi-passionate creative best friend, helping you build your dream life one hobby, habit, and income stream at a time. You can subscribe so you don't miss my next call, and make sure you do something creative today. So this video is all about planning January 2026, keeping our habits, routines, and systems in mind in order to reach those big goals by the end of the year. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is my Notion dashboard. You can get this template. It will be linked below. Basically, I have broken my life into 5 categories. We have your health, your home, career, finances, and relationships. And then I break these down into kind of dreaming big and just kind of that vision that I have for my life, the goals that I want to accomplish within that, and then breaking those goals down into milestones I can hit throughout the year so I know that I kind of am on the right path. With my milestones that I have set out for myself, I then break those down into daily, weekly, and monthly habits so that I know exactly what I want to accomplish every single day. We're going to take all of this and we are going to set goals for January. But first, I also want to note here though that January is the new year and there's this energy to do a lot, but it's also winter. Winter can feel kind of like dark, dreary. You might not feel as motivated, and that's okay. You're allowed to reset, rest, and connect with the season that you're in life and in the literal season. Your motivation is going to be different. Your energy is going to be different. I used to be so hard on myself on January 1st, be like, I have to change my life right now. Every single day I got to do this or else everything fails. And then 7 days into the new year, you don't do it or you give up. And then you're like, okay, the whole year, gotta throw it out halfway till next January. Wrong. I personally thrive for the spring equinox. March is kind of my new year where I get to just like release the winter, and I just love the fact that it's spring. Things are blooming, things are blossoming, and then I also feel like I'm blooming and blossoming in that time frame. So I usually like to do January and February as I have clear habits and things that I've been doing, so I want to maintain those, which I'll get into, but I'm also allowing myself space to just exist. If you don't have your big goals yet, that's okay. What you can do now is to journal. In this template that I have is linked down below, I dive into 10 different journal prompts for each of these categories to help you really understand your vision and your dream and to connect with that bigger picture you have for your life in order to then break it down kind of through your goals, milestones, and habits so that you can show up every day with intention. And also, once you have your habits and you're like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do, and you might have an idea already of what you're going to accomplish in 2026, except you're wanting this new year energy to just help you through it. Except there are going to be times that you're not motivated. There's going to be life's going to throw you curveballs, and once you stop doing something, it's very difficult to start again. We're going to work through that by setting habits, building a routine, and establishing a system to make it easier for you to show up. First up, habits. What are the things that you want to accomplish every single day and every single week for the next 30 days? Here are my core habits that I've been doing since basically April. They've shifted slightly, but remained relatively the same for the last almost like 7-8 months. Whatever number that is. So the first step is 7,000 steps every single day. My average for the year right now is around 8,600. So 7,000 is my minimum. I want to track my calories again. So I am putting my calories up a bit higher. I don't think this is a deficit. It might be a very small deficit. December has been quite difficult in terms of just like holidays, treats, and everything that's been going on. So I just want to get back into the habit of putting food in my tracker. Next is a 30-minute writing session on my debut novel, and then a 30-minute business session, which involves YouTube videos, writing blogs, Pinterest content. Those are 4 things that I will do every single day, and I've already maintained them. I'm just going to continue doing so in January. Next is going to be your routine. So when you pick your habits, when are you going to actually execute them? So think about a morning routine, a night routine. My routines that I'm going to be doing for January are a workout routine. So I've been doing 30-minute workouts every single day. They've just been YouTube workouts, so I'm maintaining that. But then I'm also going to be adding in weighted workouts. So my goal is to do 2 or 3 weighted workouts throughout the week in order to help build muscle. That is one of my biggest goals, is to build strength for the whole year. So this is just kind of dipping my toe into getting back into the gym and just doing a very basic weighted workout to get started for the year. Next is going to be a short form video routine because I'm giving myself the challenge of posting on YouTube Shorts every single day, and I need to build out a routine that is going to help me do that, which means I want to schedule about 3 to 5 videos ahead of time. The weekends is kind of where I'll do a check-in on like Saturday and Sunday and be like, hey, what am I posting for the week? And so I need to schedule in 30-minute sessions there. And then I've broken it down into having at least 2 talking head videos and then kind of inspirational, motivational type content that aligns with what I'm doing. I love crocheting, I love writing, I love creating. I'm a creative procrastinator, right? So I want to reach people who are in a similar boat where it's like you have so many creative ideas, but you tend to push them to the back burner or you get overwhelmed with how to start. And essentially I want to motivate you to just try something new, get going, and build habits that are going to connect to that like creative dream life you have. Step number 3 are systems. And you might be thinking, well, Marissa, what is a system exactly? If I have a habit and I have a routine, isn't that all I need? And for the most part, yes. However, you can have the best routine, but some days you might not want to execute it. You might not want to show up for it. And so a system is the overarching environment you have around you that is going to make it as easy as possible to execute your routines, to show up for those habits, and to essentially reach your goals. Another way to think about this, and I do mention this in a different video as well, is to look at your system kind of as a trigger. The word trigger tends to be negative, as in we get triggered over something that can be harmful or we go down a spiral, but you can also have positive triggers. Something that can trigger you to put on your workout clothes and get to the gym. A mantra that makes cooking new food and meal prepping fun. A song that can get you into the creative zone so you start writing or sitting down or filming or whatever you need. But these are small things that you can put in your day that are going to allow you to show up for your goals. For me, my system for the month of January are going to be morning pages. I want to get back into writing morning pages every single day. Number 2, phone alarm affirmations. So I have put in a couple alarms here that are going to pop up throughout my day. They're going to just have cute sayings on them, things to remind me to complete certain tasks. And then also breathwork sessions. I find that taking just 5 minutes to center myself can help me focus on what I want to accomplish and get out of my head if I am overwhelmed by anything. You can grab the Ultimate Life Planner template, which is the one that I used here down below. It dives into literally everything for you to plan, track, and execute your dream life for 2026. Here's your action plan. I want you to pick 3 to 5 habits that connect to your big goal that you can manage either every day or weekly habits. Number 2, you're going to establish a routine that aligns with your energy levels, current things that are going on in your life, whether you have like travel, trips, work, other things, as well as just the season. We're in winter, like I said. And lastly, implement a system that will make it as easy as possible for you in your current space, in your current environment, to show up every day for the routines and habits that you are currently writing down. So that is everything that I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like. You can also subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!